This is for those of you who are not going to be at the college convention where I'm speaking tomorrow. And it is especially for youngsters in New Hampshire, young adults, age 18 to 30, who you probably know. I'll ask this one question. Raise your hand if you know. Who votes the most, age-wise? And who votes the least? All right, most, by far, it's old people. Least, by far, it's young people. Age 18 to 30 vote in a far lower proportion than those 65 or older. And no surprise, politicians reward with policies that benefit those 65 and older. And it comes at the expense, yes, of you. Because why should they bother when only 15% of the vote is made up of under 30? And you can rectify that. You can rectify that by immensely in New Hampshire, in the New Hampshire primary, because there are very few who are going to be voting this time round. The Democrat Party has tried to subordinate it. They've made a decision to dis New Hampshire and put their first official primary down in South Carolina. It's a political decision. It's somewhat a race-based decision. And New Hampshire is getting disrespected in the process. Well, you can upend that, and you should, because no official Biden administration policy helps you. And because there are very good choices on the ballot other than Joe Biden. Marianne Williamson and Dean Phillips, they are candidates of heft. They are wise. They would be better leaders than a continued Biden administration. They're certainly more in touch with people, and their policies help people more fairly than anything that the Biden henchmen have enacted. Your ability to stand up for your own interests, because the Biden administration does not stand up for the interests. They're into big interests. They reward stockholders, managers, not young workers, not students who are soon to be in the workforce. That ain't them. And so your choices, by the way, you have to actually register. If you haven't done that before, it means going to a building. Okay, you can't just click things online. And don't wait till election day. Though it's legal, the vote is less likely to actually count and there could be snafus. Do this tomorrow. Literally, it means going to a city hall building. And once again, your choices are very abundant. There's 15 others besides Williamson and Phillips available to independents and Democrat voters on the Democrat primary ballot. Okay, I'm on the ballot. That's Mark Stewart Greenstein. You've got Frankie Lozada. You've got Jason Palmer. You've got Gabrielle Cornejo. These are all serious men, good ideas, all of whom would be a better leader than a continued Joe Biden. If you care about New Hampshire, nobody has dissed New Hampshire as much as Joe Biden and his cohorts at the DNC. It's not just here. They ended the primary in Florida. They ended the primary in North Carolina. They want to restrict choice, okay? That's not what America's about, and I don't think that's what you're about if you're the 18 to 30 crowd. Look at how alerting your friends, your work colleagues if you're in the workforce, your teammates, your extended family members in New Hampshire, look how powerful that makes you. In a primary where probably the number of college students outnumbers the number of likely Democrat voters, about 70,000. You and 7,000 others who are concerted in voting for an insurgent and not the Democrat cabal, you've put Biden on his heels. Okay, if 10% of the 18 to 30 population, that would be about 25,000 votes, all voted against Biden, vote for one of us, you improve the world, because Joe Biden would not continue. Okay, he'd be urged to retire with dignity. You'd have better leaders, and we need better candidates.